too. Wanna spread like a volcano. Anything left, I'll spew. Ceausescu lost my dreams.
A lot of times with on the far right, we would get into physical altercations at demonstrations and things like that. But we had rules in place where we couldn't just go and attack someone, not because it was wrong, but because we knew it was bad for the organization. If I break it down into like the skinhead days in the early 90s and things like that, sure, there was times where people are out just strictly looking for fights or going to shows to fight. But more in the political context of like violence at events and rallies and things like that, we always waited to get attacked. The way the movement looked at it was, if there was violence, we would be the ones getting in trouble. So we made sure we were never the ones to hit first.
There's a show at First Avenue that we potentially thought that Nazis might attend. We would usually go there in a crew. Like at that time in First Avenue wouldn't probably book like a Nazi hardcore band, but there were hardcore bands that we knew that Nazis liked. And occasionally neo-Nazis would try to organize their own shows or events, and we would organize to shut them down.
There was like, concerts, bands, white power bands. And a lot of times they were hosted at bars and clubs and things like that, where the hosts or the owners of the clubs didn't really know who was coming. You didn't say, oh, hey, the NSM is coming to book a show, or the Hammerskins are booking a show. You just didn't do that. It was always like, well, this is John's wedding party, or, something like that, where it was more low key.
Yeah, so they would try to be sneaky. And then we would just have, like, people all over the Twin Cities would call us, people either in the music scene or people who worked at bars. Again, this was like before social networking and all that. So, someone would call someone and say, hey, Nazis like to hang out here, or I think the Nazis were planning some kind of show, and then we would show up.
And then because a lot of times when shows were found out, there would be threats and things like that coming from the other side.
Anything from, shouting at them, yelling at them, basically trying to make them leave. Definitely sometimes things would get physical, mostly, I don't know, all different kinds.